Hello to all you lovebirds out there, or regular birds, this show, and even this episode alone could be enjoyed by a wide variety of birds. But today, I'm joined by someone that I'm sure you all are very familiar with. I know I am. Today, I'm joined by Miss Haley Madison Parker. Did I get that right? So yes, today I'm joined by my lady wife in what is Let's Chat's very first Valentine's Day special. So, single or taken, whatever, I'm sure you'll enjoy this because you'll probably get to learn more about us individually and just as a couple. So anyway,
that's my cat blanket.
So to celebrate the love that is in the air, I thought we can indulge in a fun little activity here of questioning each other. Specifically, I have here 10 questions that are bound to make you fall in love on that very first date. I know there's like the big, studied 36 questions to make you instantly fall in love, but we ain't got time for that. And really, who has time on their first date to ask 36 questions? Who has that time?
We probably could have gotten away with it, but a lot of people don't.
Well, we're not doing that today. What we're doing today, though, is asking each other 10 questions, and to make it real special, because I'm sure a lot of these questions can be answered by stuff that has occurred in our relationship. But let's turn back the clock here and pretend like we're on that first date again. We're at El Cazador. We're eating our chips and salsa. Did we have queso? Do you know?
I feel like we did.
We'll throw in some queso.
We always have queso.
Take it back to that time and answer this like we were on our first date. And by the end, we'll see if we have fallen in love or not. So,
right,
would you say you're pretty in love right now? Or
a smidge, yeah.
A smidge? Well, let's get started. We'll go in ladies first order, then back to me. But anyway, question number 1. What's your idea of a perfect day?
Well, I'd want to be with you.
Well, you can't answer this is our first date.
The idea of a perfect day.
Yes.
Like an amazing perfect day.
That kind of describes perfect, so yeah.
Okay. I would probably want to eat at Panda Express.
That's a good one.
Okay, in this perfect day, am I allowed to do anything that I want?
Sure, yeah.
Anything that I want.
Yeah, no limitations.
Great. Okay, we would go to Panda Express.
Who's we?
You and me.
But I'm not there. This is our first date.
Why is it? So it's our first date.
And you're already you're giving me signals that this girl is a little clingy. She's already talking about we.
So I'm by myself?
Yeah, sure. Let's go with that.
It's kind of lonely.
Or you go with friends. It's just like a day out, whatever.
I guess if I was by myself, which is depressing, by the way, I guess I would maybe go run through the drive-thru and get Panda Express by myself. And then, unfortunately, I am still by myself, according to you. I would go through the Steak and Shake drive-thru and get me a milkshake from Steak and Shake by myself. And then I would probably adopt a cat somewhere in the day.
Okay. You have very low standards for the perfect day.
For a perfect day?
You can go literally anywhere if you want it or do whatever.
You literally told me that you're not even there. I'm by myself.
You could go to an amusement park or something.
What am I supposed to do? Okay, so I'm going to go to an amusement park by myself.
You could take your friends. I said you could take your friends.
Well, fine. Kyra and Tiana, you're coming along, I guess. Okay, Tiana and Kyra, I guess they're going to come with me to the amusement park.
That was a good example. You don't have to go to an amusement park.
All right. Anyway, with that being said, I would probably have Panda Express at some point throughout the day, and I would probably have a cat at some point throughout the day. Maybe go on a trip.
Oh gosh, this is going to be a long one. As broadly as I can put it, just traveling. I like traveling.
I like traveling too, but I didn't want to travel alone. That's the thing.
I guess that's fair. I could probably enjoy traveling alone. Anyway, let's move on to question 2. This is... Okay. In 4 minutes or less, tell me your life story in as much detail as possible. Okay. I'm going to make it even smaller than that. Let's try for 1 minute.
1 minute?
Yeah, we've done that before.
Alright, so I'm the youngest of 4 kids. Wow, this is rough. Okay, I was born in Monticello, Kentucky. I'm the youngest of 4 kids. I don't know. I went to college.
You're still in college.
I'm getting a master's degree now. I got my bachelor's. I'm getting a master's. I became a teacher. I'm getting my master's in teaching right now. I got married somewhere along the way. We have a good life. We live in Somerset. That's really most of it. I have some friends and stuff, but that kind of sums me up in a nutshell, honestly.
Wait. Red flag. This is our first date and you're married?
Oh.
I'm just joshing.
We are still on our first date, aren't we?
Yep.
I forgot all about that.
Anyway, I think you did a good job. I think you covered the bases. Basics. Whatever. So, like you, I'm the youngest of 4 children. I've been shot all over the place, lived up in North Kentucky, then all the way down to Monticello, your neck of the woods, then to Science Hill, then to Somerset, then to Somerset again. I have a dog who is the light of my life.
I had a cat too. I left her with my mom.
It's not your turn anymore.
Okay, go on.
Anyway, I like artsy stuff. I like acting. I've done some directing and video stuff. And even this little thing here. I like doing videos and vlogging and just a lot of creative stuff. That's me in a nutshell. I'm very creative and I've kind of showcased that throughout my life. Question number 3. What do you value most in a friendship?
I guess somebody who's not judgmental. Somebody that I can say anything to. And I don't have to worry about them gossiping about me behind my back. I think that counts for a lot. And I feel like for the most part, I feel like I've done a good job finding people like that.
Oh, so sappy. I like that. That's a very sweet and wholesome answer. I like that.
What about you?
I would go for the same thing you would, but more specifically, I would go like, you covered more trustworthiness. I would go more dependability, like just someone who I can know will always have my back, and it's not just, you know, they say a lot that like relationships are just environmental, but say you have a friendship that kind of oversteps that, it's to like you rely more on that dependability on them than just having to be around them. Like, you know, this is a sweet one. And remember, this is our first date. You're not married yet. We're not married yet. What's your favorite memory?
It can't involve you.
No, because I know we would both have like probably the same exact answer for this one, but we can't use that.
Probably something with one of my friends or something, if I had to guess. I can't really remember. I've spent 4.5 years with you, so I would have picked something to do with you, but I don't really know about before that.
I would agree. My top 5 are with you, so.
I mean, like, I know that I have favorite memories with friends and family.
Yeah.
Like, I know that for sure. Probably one of the Christmases or something like that.
That sounds about right. I'd probably say something related with, more so with friends, I would say.
Yeah.
'Cause I have a lot of like, especially childhood and high school memories with like friends specifically, so I'd go something along that route. I don't have anything specific that comes to mind, so. But I think if marriage into account, I'd say like our wedding day without a doubt, just to claim that. That's definitely the best there. Ooh, now this would be a good one. What's your worst memory?
Well, my dad died when I was 15, so that
doesn't sound pleasant.
No, not exactly. That was rough. That was definitely rough. What is your worst memory?
This is like actually in adulthood more so. I was just in a kind of a rough spell, more so with like jobs and stuff I won't go into though. It put me in a really not great point, and it was definitely bad memories there. Anyway, let's go back to a more sweet thing. We're halfway through, thank God. What roles do love and affection play in your life? Aw.
When I think of love and affection, I think of somebody who is open ears at all time. You know, that's dependable. That is there to comfort you and there to love you unconditionally. That accepts you despite all of your flaws. That's what comes to mind. I'm not really sure what kind of examples to give, but
I think your definition was pretty solid and right. I agree with everything you just said. Going even further, it's like a fuel, because it's like you could be like down on your luck, feeling the worst way possible, but like as long as it's like you still hold on to the fact that someone has that kind of love you described, that like still gives you hope. But enough of that nonsense. How close are you with your family?
I feel like we're really close. I spend quite a bit of time with them. We have a lot of family events and things like that. So, what about you?
I mean, it's pretty alright. No bad blood, nothing. I'm kind of being the baby. I'm just kind of like here waddling on my own. It's alright.
You're the baby.
You're also the baby.
I am the baby.
We're both babies. Question number 8. What's the most embarrassing thing that's ever happened to you? Gosh, where do you start?
If I'm honest with you, I feel like I embarrass myself extremely regularly, and I feel like, honestly, I feel like that's just kind of part of life. Like, you don't want to make a habit of it, but you have to laugh at yourself, like, I'm not perfect by any means whatsoever. I do cringy things constantly, but the first thing that comes to mind is when I was in 4th grade. I had a little crush back in elementary school, and I passed a note to him. And my teacher took the note and read it to the class and hung it on the board. And I remember just feeling mortified about it. And whenever it was during like the end of the day, whenever they were calling bus loads, and I remember whenever it was time to leave, I ran out of the classroom, like, bawling my eyes out, cried on the bus and everything. As a teacher myself, it's like, why would you do that,
Mm-hmm.
That's just so mean to do to a little kid. But that's just something that sticks out to me off the top of my head. What about you?
I think you gave the perfect story there, because mine goes back to 3rd grade. Like, this legit popped in my head when I wrote down this question.
Mm-hmm.
So, it was the 100th day of school, and my buddy next to me was wearing this fake beard. And I don't know why, and it honestly still bothers me as an adult, but like fake like hair and makeup weirds me out, like grossly so. And like he kept like, he knew this, and he was like flaunting in my face, like, dude, cut it out, I feel gross and whatever, at lunch. And he was doing this, and he was like, fine, whatever, I'll put it away. And he puts it under him, and he starts making jokes that he's farting on it, which I don't know why that was the trigger. I mean, it's hilarious looking back. But then, literally, this girl that was, like, angled probably, like, 3 kids' spaces away from me, I projectile vomited onto this girl, didn't touch anyone else, not a single thing on the table, maybe some dripped on my shirt or whatever, but directly hit this girl. Like, I sniped the girl with my vomit. And then for the rest of the day, I had to go change in the youth service center, of course. Everyone was giving her condolences on that, rightfully so. And everyone stayed away from me like, ew, he's gross. He threw up on a girl for that entire whole day, and that just killed me.
We have all thrown up on somebody.
That should be a t-shirt. Question number 9. What's the greatest accomplishment of your life so far? And remember, we're not married in this scenario. That's me assuming you would say being married is your biggest achievement.
I guess becoming a teacher. I went to college and got a bachelor's degree, and I'm working on a master's right now, and I got a teaching job. I could probably be doing better, but I'm trying, and I'm figuring it out, so I'm pretty proud of that.
No, it's really great, because mine's kind of the same way, me discovering my journalistic endeavors, because I've been so confused my whole life, and still especially now. But like, when I tapped into that, I finally found something I was passionate about. It's still debatable whether or not I'll even be a journalist, especially in this day and age. But still, just like, not even like news writing per se, but just writing in general, I get lost in that flow. And it's like something I'm really actually passionate about that I've not felt about any other thing I've done. Other than being married, I guess. Last but not least, question number 10. Tell me something you like about me already, just from this conversation alone, not even just knowing me.
Okay, so in this, like, hypothetical situation, you and I are hypothetically on a first date right now.
Yes.
And so I have to tell you what I like going off of the first date.
Yeah.
Well, I like that you're interested in getting to know me.
Oh, that's so bare bones.
Like,
nothing about me personally?
Well, I mean, it's hard to answer because I have to pretend that, like, we don't know each other.
But what's something you've taken out of this conversation you like about me, just as a person?
I like that you have, like, a lot of hobbies and interests and things that you show a passion in.
Okay, that's acceptable.
I don't know. This is hard. Is that what? Is that not good?
I guess it's good enough.
Okay.
You know what? I would say about you, though, genuinely taking that a lot what you say. I don't know, you have a lot of passion, too. You may not convey it, like, passionately, per se, but when it's stuff you feel interpersonally connected to, you'll go deep in depth about that. And I feel like, I don't know, I feel like you have a lot buried down. Gosh, I'm dying. I don't know. You have a lot to say, but it's all very much meaningful, and I think that expresses a lot about your life as a whole.
Well, that's a lot sweeter than I had to give you.
Yeah.
I guess I should probably come up with something better.
I'll take it. We'll see how the second date goes. But right now we're on this date. The chips and salsa is all barren. We've gotten through our heapings of chicken, cheese, and rice. I've paid for the bill because I'm a gentleman. I open the door leading you out, and the breeze blows through our hair, and we can't help but leaving wondering, are we in love after this? Did these 10 questions succeed in their mission?
Well, that's kind of bold.
So no, it's no.
Okay.
Loverly, you suck. Your stuff is
Okay.
misinformation. She hates me actually now.
No. I mean, are we in love after the first date? Not, probably not. But like in this hypothetical situation, I would probably be open for a second date.
I'm there with you. I don't think we can. The 36 question things, maybe. But this, and it's kind of hard to assess. So, second date. Second date. Anyway, let's fast forward here to the present. We're married. We're old and gross and stuff.
We're 24.
Oh.
Have we made it through the first date now?
Back in the present. We're
Like,
married
at
to
this-
Eli and Haley now.
At this point?
Yeah, we're currently in our dingy garage right now. So,
I think we're doing great.
are we in love? Would you
Wait,
say?
Yes.
Okay, good. Just checking.
Well, yeah, obviously. We've been together for a long time now.
I'm in it 4 years and 4 months.
Yes, 4 years.
4 for 4.
4 years and 4 months. And we've been on all kinds of trips. And we had a wedding. And we did the darn thing. We've been through a lot together. I mean, some of my biggest memories at this point are with you.
To summarize everything she said, our relationship is perfect, and if you're not doing it the way we're doing it, you're doing it wrong. Break up or divorce right now.
Don't do that.
Or do. But anyway, to wrap it up, love is great. We're in love, and it is really great. It's definitely been an adventure. 4 years and 4 months, that's a lot. I know some people have some smaller time frames than that, and that's okay. It's like, as long as you have that connection with someone, as long as it's unconditional, and you feel that hope that I kind of described earlier, then you're good, you're set. Don't need to break up or divorce unless there's like underlying issues. But anyway, at the end, we hope that if you're in love, hold on to it. If you're not, hopefully you'll find something we have because we're pretty awesome, right?
I think we're awesome. Myself.
I think we're awesome.
Some
myself,
people
too.
might not think that. That's okay.
But yes, love everybody though, and I would love you if you subscribed, liked, commented, which no one comments, and it makes me sad, on this video, and keep up to future episodes. Who knows, maybe we'll bring Haley back for love stuff, just to talk, because a little yapper here could talk for a minute. But anyway, with that said, and that is a wrap.